Hello and welcome to the AmCan Radio, now named the number one radio station in AC by you, the students of American Canyon High School. This is your student broadcaster, Roberto Mavide speaking. Unfortunately, Jerry couldn't make it to this week's broadcast, but alongside me we have Kevin Aguirre. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Roberto. We've got a great show for you today. Today's discussion will be surrounding the upcoming school-wide campaign #Pause.
So #Pause is the acronym for Prevention, Awareness, Understanding for Students Everywhere. And this morning, joining us today, we have Pause campaign spokesman Travis Aguirre.
Thank you for joining us for this week's radio broadcast, Travis.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for the invitation.
No problem. Travis, would you mind providing a brief overview on what exactly the entire goal of the Pause campaign is?
Yes, we feel it is essential for those tuning in to know what this campaign is striving to achieve and how they can help raise awareness surrounding this cause.
Sure thing. #Pause is a campaign with a mission statement to inform students here at American Canyon High School the causes and effects of specific drugs commonly used by high school students and prevention methods. We firmly believe that the #Pause campaign can truly impact student lives here on our campus.
Sounds fascinating. As far as the campaign, was it an organized effort by the school faculty and staff?
Well, the great thing about this upcoming campaign is that everything has been organized and designed by the students, as far as all the public service announcements, posters, surveys, and such. Throughout the weeks, the students have been spending a majority of time inside and outside of the classroom to deliver a successful campaign. They are ecstatic to see how all the hard work and dedication to this campaign project comes alive.
That's great. So would you be able to provide an estimated time frame of when the campaign is expected to be launching?
Well, actually, we have already begun to release several surveys to the students, and so far we have received a great number of responses as each day passes. I will tell you that students can expect to see posters around the school in the coming days and the public service announcements.
That's great news. We can't wait to see how everything unfolds.
Thank you again for joining us today, Travis.
Thanks for allowing me to come on air.
Alright, so we're going to take a quick break, but for now, come back the second half of the broadcast. We will be joined by 11th grade psychology student Crystal Gamboa. We will be back shortly. So we're back, and unfortunately Crystal couldn't make it, so me and Kevin are just going to provide you the information that we got.
Okay, so this is the information Crystal left us with. Statistically speaking, more high school students have used prescription drugs and marijuana, while some have used heroin, cocaine, and LSD once or twice before. Certain drugs are considered cheap in cost, as it is much easier to obtain the necessary ingredients to create it. That is why high school students are easily able to afford and access drugs that are deemed illegal.
So what factors lead to why high school students turn to drugs?
It can be anything really. A significant factor is them seeing the family members and friends, role models, or entertainers using drugs, and rationalizing that they can too, or even to perhaps to cover that one painful memory that occurred in their past. Another one would be that they could be suffering from anxiety, bipolar disorder, or depression, or other mental illness, and use of drugs as a way to ease their suffering. I have experienced situations where individuals wanted to chase the high they once experienced before it was relaxing or it felt good, I guess.
Alright, so now this is the time for callers to ask us questions.
Okay, it looks like we have a caller. We are on air with Tyrone from 9th grade Humanities.
Hey, what's up guys? I just want to ask if you happen to have any tips for the students that are easily affected to peer pressure, as well as the students who are trying to get out of using substances.
That's a great question. So what do you think, Kevin?
For First off, I'm glad that our caller addressed this question because it's one of the most common mindsets perceived by students who use drugs or refrain from using drugs.
Yeah, definitely. From my own experience, most of the time, I'm tempted to try out drugs even though I choose not to take it.
Yeah, that's my point on this subject. There's tremendous pressure on the students that don't take drugs, and even for the students that have taken drugs that want to stop.
Alright, so what would you say is the best solution for this issue?
In my opinion, developing a strong discipline or a strong self-esteem can cope with temptations for the substances.
Yeah, you could even find activities to keep your mind busy, like playing basketball or playing the guitar or any other hobbies out there. So hope that answers your question, Tyrone, and best of luck.
Alright, looks like we've got our next caller, Allison from Gov and Econ class.
Alright, go ahead, Allison.
Hey guys, I love the broadcast. As a senior about to graduate high school, I just want to know your thoughts on the college party life. I know that most college parties happen with frats or sororities, but I'm worried that drugs or alcohol will be a staple at most of these parties. If that's the case, will there still be lots of pressure to take them? Thanks, guys.
Okay, college life. From what I've heard, yes, there will be drugs and alcohol at college parties.
Well, I slightly disagree about the last part. Yes, there will be alcohol, but other drugs like marijuana are not a standard at all college parties.
Yeah, that's true, but that's part of college. The important part is to be safe at these parties.
Yes, safety is honestly the best policy when it comes to the party life. In my opinion, the best thing you could do is bring a group of trusty friends along with you.
Yeah, I completely agree. You never want to be alone because there's lots of shady guys out there. I've seen guys roofie drinks or make other people take endless amount of shots. It can be too crazy, so never go alone.
Yeah, always bring other people you trust. They can keep you in check when the time comes.
Alright, so I hope that helps, Allison, and good luck in college.
Okay, looks like we're almost out of time.
Looks like time went by fast today. Well, let's wrap things up. Once again, I'm your host, Roberto Mabayad.
I'm Kevin, and thanks for tuning in.